Peace, peace. Once again, this is Brittany with my YouTube channel, Living Abundantly 360, and I am here back at you again with part deuce of my story to how my body made me into being a vegan, and I really didn't even know it. Okay, so if you are not familiar with what's going on, go back and please watch part one so you can be informed to like what's going on now, so you won't be like, what happened? Go back and watch part one, and it'll fill you in on everything. So okay, right, 2014, in the beginning of the year, like I said, I was getting warm, getting hot, having the breakouts, you know what I'm saying. When I got hot, doing certain things, active, gym, outside, working, anything that was involving my body to sweat. So later on that year, close to, I want to say 2015-ish, I began to notice the breakouts would happen when I would eat certain foods. And I was like, no, not my faves, not my faves. It couldn't be not my faves. Right, it was my faves. Man, I mean, like, I'll be eating it 2 bites in. Uh-oh, hold on one moment. I'm gonna have to get some juice. My phone's telling me I need some juice. Okay. 2 bites into some of my favorite food, it'll be like, I'm up in here just scratching, looking like somebody on some drugs out here. It wasn't normal, like patent. And I wore a lot of weed back then. This is when I had them long bundles. Nope, it wasn't bundles, it was tracks. It was on the track. Let me stop playing. Bundles wasn't out like that then, or I wasn't on the bundles. But it was them track weaves and sew-ins and all whatever the weed was, I had it. But I was patting it, and I was like, ooh, snap. It was just, I was hot. All I'm doing is probably eating some garlic parmesan wings, some mild wings, and some fries with seasoning on them. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what is going on? So I'm like, something ain't right. It really happened a lot when I ate fast food. I don't want to really be naming the one in particular, but if you watch the first video, you will see that I did drop that name. You see that? That one. So it was like, and it was my favorite. And they always had them deals. You could never go wrong with them 99¢. Well, you could go wrong because I was going wrong. But it was like, I was addicted to them things. Like when I was pregnant, I would eat like 4 freaking double cheeseburgers a day. It was crazy. I don't even want to go into how much I used to eat because I was a small person. You would be surprised. But I didn't know at the time why I was eating so much. I mean, I would eat. And then I told you I love to cook. So sometimes I would go and just get some fast food to eat while I'm cooking until my food get done so I can eat again. Honey, I was that breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and them snacks in between. I associate food with love. So if I loved you, I was feeding you. I love myself, so I fed myself. Anyway, yeah, like all kind of food. Potato chips, sloppy joes, all kind of stuff. So I said, let me start just eating more restaurant like food where it's prepared and made as you order and stuff like that. Not fast food. Maybe it'll make a difference. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Sometimes it made like a little bit of a difference, but for the most part, it didn't. It wasn't where I was eating it. It was like what I was eating, but I didn't know. And they'll be like, Brittany, people that I would be out to eat with, they'll be like, what's wrong with your face? It will always be under my glasses, because I wear glasses normally. Like right here, my T-zones, stuff like that. And then like if you was to lift up my shirt, it'll be bumps all right here. And I'm just all sitting there trying to act like I'm normal, like I'm not freaking breaking out and everybody else enjoying their food. And I'm just like, oh, this hurt. I'm like, ooh, whoo. Trying to play it off, you know, but in real life, I was really in pain. It hurted. And I didn't want to tell people because, like, then I would make excuses like, oh, it ain't that bad, yada, yada, yada. Because when people start trying to tell you how bad what it is you got, you be defensive. And they may even be right, but you ain't ready to hear that truth. So, yeah, eating certain foods was jacking me up. So I finally went to the doctor. Doctors, you know, they don't mean us know too much of good. I'm gonna be honest. They told me, yes, I'm allergic to some foods. Cut out those foods. And by the way, I had like regular seasonal allergies, smoke, dust, dander, pollen. You know how everybody take allergy medicine, that Flonase and whatever. So he was like, just increase your medicine, your dosage. He gave me more antihistamines to take daily to prevent my body from having breakouts. He told me to stay out the sun. That was crazy, and I didn't even know back then how important the sun was to my daily living, and the fact that I need the sun more than what I needed, what I was trying to still eat and put in my body. I'll get there. He was like, stay out the sun, you don't need to be in the sun so much. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like all anti-sun, want to be out but don't want to be out. And my son was 4 by then, so that was not even going to happen. He was in sports. I'm at all his events, sweating, had a fan, just trying to stay cool, having hella waters, drinking them. That's one thing I always did do, was drink water, and I didn't even know how important water was when I was drinking it, but I always drank water. But so anyway, yeah, so I'm popping these pills, like before I go to the gym. I'm popping these pills before I do a lot of stuff that was really normal people stuff, or I don't want to keep using the word like normal, but just popping these pills. To the point that I had to start popping them before I did freaking anything. And so that's when I knew it was becoming a problem, because I shouldn't have to pop these pills all the time like this. That means something ain't right in my body. I knew it felt like my body was fighting my body, but still I didn't know. And I was still in nursing. Would you know it? Still a CNA. I got my Med-Aid back active by then, so I'm passing some pills. But like all of this, I'm in this industry and nobody could tell me what was really wrong with me. Some nurses used to look at me like, ooh, I don't know what's wrong with you. And like, that's why I didn't want to talk to anybody about it really, because people act like it was just so rare. It was so never heard of. Like something was really wrong with me personally, because it's only a burger, it's only a bag of chips, it's only this, it's only that. It shouldn't do that to my body. It's food, right? Right, that's what we thought. But once again, this is going to be the end. Part deuce is being wrapped up. Come back again to my YouTube channel, Living Abundantly 360, Healthy, Wealthy, Abundantly, and I will go in on part 3 to what happened next in my story, how my body made me become vegan and I didn't even know it. So this is getting interesting. It's about to be like, oh, in a minute. So come on back. Peace out.